Here's your sample problems from your packet, section 1-4, which is on page 19. So we've got this first one. Jen has $12 more than Allison. Now, one thing I like to kind of start right off the bat is whatever comes second. See, Jen comes first, Allison comes second. Let Allison be X. And then we're going to piggyback that truth to assign a value for Jen. Well, she has $12 more than Allison. We know that Jen has to be X plus 12. So together, that means take Jen's money, that's 12, and then take Allison's money, X, and add it together, and they got $58. So we're going to just solve this problem. What's X and X? 2X plus 12 equals 58. And now we're going to subtract 12, 2X is perfectly balanced with 46. Divide by 2, and we get X is 23. Now be very careful. We found X. Originally, we assigned that value to Allison, so we have to be careful. How much money does, oh, here we go, each girl have? Well, Allison is X, so she's got 23 bucks. Jen, according to the language, has 12 more than that, so that would be 35. And you just add these together and go, yep, they add up to 58. Not bad. Let's go this one. Who comes second, Amber or Paige? Paige. Get in the habit of calling that X, because now we're going to have the comparison. Amber has 3/5 as many iTunes as Paige. So we know Paige is X. Amber has to be 3/5 X, which means 3/5 times X. So this is how many iTunes Paige has. This is how many iTunes Amber has. It says together, in other words, add. So we got 3/5 X plus X gives us 800 songs. That's where this comes from. Again, a few lessons ago, I said the benefit of an equation is you can multiply it by anything you want. Now, if I multiply this by 5, it's going to make this huge. And I don't really care about that. So I'm just going to do it just to avoid fractions. So I multiply that by 5, that by 5, that by 5. Remember, those are the rules. Well, if I multiply this by 5, my 5s would cancel here, so I'd be left with 3x. Then 5 times x would give me my 5x. 5 times 800 is 40 or 4,000. All right. And then I get 8x equals 4,000. Divide by 8, divide by 8. I'd get x is 500. All right, but wait, what is X? X is Paige. What does the question ask? How many songs does each of them have? Once again, we know that Paige was X, so she's got 500. And yeah, I could take this 500 and multiply it by 3/5. I'm going to make life a little easier. If there's a total of 800 songs and Paige has hogged them all, she's got 500, that leaves good old Amber with 300. So make your life easier, not harder. Okay, next one. It says a deli ran a weekend special on 2 popular subs. A ham and cheese sub was $4. All right, so ham and cheese, $4. Sounds good. Turkey and cheese was $4.50. Now, watch this. 50 more ham and cheese subs sold than turkey for a total of $880. That's a lot of information. So I'm going to give you this little formula to kind of break things down. Cost of item number 1 times the number of them plus the cost of item number 2 times the number of them is going to equal your total cost. And now we can kind of break things down. We're organizing things. See how I boxed up ham and cheese? So I'm going to go ham and cheese, and the other one's turkey and cheese, just to get my brain organized. So a ham and cheese sub was $4. So I'm going to put that in right here. And I'm just going to keep it a nice whole number 4. And we'll get to the number of them in a minute. How much is a turkey? Turkey is $4.50. You could make it like that or just leave that 0 off. You'll be fine. Here is where it gets algebra-ish. There's 50 more ham and cheese subs sold than turkey. Now look, ham and cheese comes first, turkey comes second. That's why I'm saying just call the second thing X there. And then we can make the adjustment. There's 50 more ham and cheese, so I'm going to go X plus 50. And then what's the total sale? $880. And now you got to solve them. So distribute, 4x plus 200 plus 4.5x equals 880. I'm going to add these two like terms, 8.5x. I'm going to go ahead and subtract this 200 from both sides, and I'd get 680. Now, there is nothing wrong at this moment taking your good old calculator and just, because I see that I'm going to have to divide by 8.5 and divide by 8.5. So I'm going to go ahead and take 680, divide by 8.5, and I got 80. So x equals 80. Now be careful. You got to remember, what's the question asking? How many of each were sold? Well, what's x? X was the number of turkey subs. So that's the number of turkey subs. And remember what the language said? 50 more ham and cheese subs were sold than turkey. So I know the ham sandwiches have to be 50 greater than the number of turkey. So I'm going to add that together and get 130 ham and cheese. And we are killing it. All right, this one's very similar. Very, very similar. This is about sandwiches. This one's about tickets. You can see you've got student tickets and adult tickets. Now, I'm not going to rewrite this whole little formula thing, but I'm going to fill things in as I find them. I can already see that $390 was the total money raised by this school play, but I'm going to get organized here. I've got students, so I'm going to make that organized here, and I've got the adults here. All right, the cost of the item for a student was $5, so I'm going to put that right there. Adults, they got hosed, $6. Now's where the algebra comes. It says 10 more, look at adult tickets. What's second? Student tickets. That's telling me, so that we're all on the same page, just let the number of student tickets be X. And there's 10 more adult tickets, so I'm going to go ahead and add 10. Just do the math here. That's just 5x plus, got to distribute, 6x plus 60 equals 390. Now I'm going to do this in one step. I'm going to add these together, 11x. I'm going to subtract 60 from both sides, and I get 330. Now I'm going to divide by 11, and I can see this comes out to 30. But do not lose track of what it is you found. You found x. What's x? Well, it's right here. What's that? It's the number of student tickets. So I'm going to label that. Student tickets. It says how many of each were sold? Well, right here it says 10 more adult tickets were sold than students. So all I got to do is add 10. Adult would be 40 tickets. Okay. Last three. And it says one side of a square. All right. Don't you dare do these problems without giving your brain a chance to visualize what's going on and what do we know about a square. All the sides are the same. Then the language says one of the sides is increased. So I'm going to go ahead and make this guy bigger by 2 inches. So that's going to be x plus 2. And the other side was decreased by 3 inches. So this guy gets shorter. So I'm just going to go whoop. And it's going to be x minus 3. Now, it says a rectangle is formed, which is telling us that this side is also x plus 2 and this side is also x minus 3. And what does it ask? It says the perimeter of the new rectangle is 30 inches. So we're concentrating on that object. We've got to add this to this to this to this. We can do that in our heads. What's x plus x plus x plus x? 4x. Careful now. What's 2 plus 2? 4. What's 4 and negative 3? 1. What's 1 and negative 3? Negative 2. See, that's a representation of the perimeter. I just added this to this to this to this. And then I get 30 inches. Now it's just algebra. I got to find x. And then I divide by 4, divide by 4. X is 8, but be careful. Find the length of a side of the square. See, this is where you got to understand what it is you found. You found x. Well, what is it? Well, we originally said let that be the side of the square. Guess what? You're done. All right, on to this one. This is connected to our pre-lesson. It says the measure of the supplement of an angle. You can really kind of throw that out because the object of this sentence is the measure of the supplement. What did I say for you guys to substitute in there? 180 minus x. Now I was kind of weird about it. I said put parentheses around it. In this case, it won't really matter, but I like the habit. Trust me on that. But it says is. What is is? Equals 2 more than, all right, 2 more than 3 times. Look at what I see here. What are we supposed to put in there? 90 minus x. So we put it right in here. It's 3 times its complement. And now it's just an algebra problem. So these parentheses don't really matter in this case. Don't go 2 plus 3. Remember PEMDAS. Can't do that. You got to multiply first. So I get 2 plus 270 minus 3x. And I'm going to clean this thing up. I'm going to add 3x to both sides. I'm going to subtract 180 from both sides just in one step. This cancels. This gives me 2x. I'm just going to add all these up together so I get 272 minus 180. Well, that would be 92. Divide by 2, divide by 2. I get x is 46. Again, be very careful. It says find the angle. Well, remember, when I did the pre-lesson, I said, hey, if you've got a supplement, you've got the angle and then its supplement. Or if you've got a complement, you've got the angle and then its complement. So they're just saying find x. That's all they're saying, and you already did. All right, last few seconds of this lesson. The lengths of the sides of a quadrilateral are consecutive odd integers. All right, so I need 1, 2, 3, 4. This is not going to be perfect, you guys. But that means this is x plus 2, this is x plus 4, and this is x plus 6. This is like 3, 5, 7, 9. The perimeter of the quadrilateral is 160. So I just got to add all these sides up. What's x plus x plus x plus x? 4x. What's 2 plus 4 plus 6? That'd be 12. And it says the perimeter, that's what this is 160. I'm going to subtract 12. I get 4x is 148. Divide by 4. Divide by 4. I'm running out of time, guys. 37. But it says find the length of the longest side. Well, if x is my smallest and this is my biggest, I still got to add 6 and get 43. I just snuck it in. All right, you guys. Have fun on your assignment.